I get asked a lot from my online lessons how to set up a Pivo, and my answer is always the same. I have no idea how to set up a Pivo. This is the first time I've seen one. So Ruby and her mom Amanda are going to help teach us how to set up a Pivo, so you can do online lessons with me or anyone else that you do virtual with. But let's learn about a Pivo. Established it when you buy a Pivo, it comes with the tripod.
Only if you buy an accessory pack. So
Okay.
there's options. You can buy just the Pivo itself, and there are two different Pivos that are good for equestrians. There's the Pivo Max and the Pivo Silver. The only difference is if you want to video off of multiple devices at once, or if you want to video off of an iPad, the Max can hold more weight.
Physical?
Yes, physical
Okay.
weight, because it's got a bigger base. It also has more battery life. So, and mine is the Pivo Max. It's a little bit bigger than the other one.
Cool.
But there's not much difference other than that. They all have the same functionality. They work off of the same platform. They're pretty compatible with most phones, and Pivo does have a list of what they can and can't be used with.
So even if you didn't get the accessories, you could in theory put that on a fence post.
Yes, and some people will, or on a mounting block or something. The general rule is it should be at your horse's chest height.
Oh, okay. And I will tell you that if you ride this close to it and then keep riding, I will lose, it will quit tracking you. But I can, if you set, and Amanda will talk to you about this in a second, if you set it a certain way, I can adjust it, or whoever you're videoing with can adjust it. Yes. The only issue I have majorly had this year is in thunderstorms. It's hard to connect. I mean, you're not riding in thunderstorms, but local thunderstorms, and it gets overheated.
Yes.
Can get overheated. And again, I'm teaching Texas and Florida. But okay, all right, so you've got it on the tripod.
I do.
That should be fairly easy.
And you don't have to use their tripod. So if you have a tripod sitting at home, it's a standard thread.
Okay.
So you can just use your own.
Okay, perfect.
And they do have, so I have a battery pack with mine. So it's two separate pieces here. You don't need it, but it is kind of nice if you forget to charge things to have that extra.
Fair.
And this mount comes separate too. But it does come with a different one. So you don't need that necessarily either.
So this comes with this, but not the battery pack.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And it comes with all kinds of power cords. So generally you don't need more, but you might.
Sweet. So you stack it, you twist it onto itself.
Yeah, it's all threaded.
Okay. And then what do you do to start a lesson?
So the first thing I do is make sure my phone is in do not disturb. Phone calls, text messages, push notifications can end your meet.
They do end your meet.
Yes.
And then you have to get off and resend me the link.
Reset everything up, yes.
And the links that you do send me will expire after, I think, a few minutes.
I haven't tested it to see how long.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's 5 minutes.
5-ish
yeah.
is about it.
So I always say message me before you turn it on to make sure I'm available, because I can go early.
Yeah.
But I always know you're early, so I tend to go early. But yeah.
And some people say it matters, some say it's not an issue. I usually hook my headphones to my phone before I set the meet up. Got it. I haven't had an issue if I forget, but some people say it will affect it. There is a power button on this side. So just push and hold that, and it'll light up indicating it's ready for connection. And then this is the app. And so I just put plus, it will find the Pivo, and it blinks blue when it's connected.
So obviously you have to have some semblance of Wi-Fi.
Depends. If you are only recording yourself,
no,
you don't have to.
Got it, okay.
But if you're doing a meet, then yes, you do.
Okay.
So there are options too. I didn't bring it, but there's also a photo option, and there is a handheld clicker that you can keep on you, and you can push the button and it'll take photos as you tell it to.
Love that.
So you toggle over to meet for the meet mode, and when it's in horse, it wants you to flip it sideways, and it's going to get mad because it's in horse mode. So if you're not already in horse mode, you can push here and opt for people, body, horse, or nothing, and you have a dog option too. So horse always has to be sideways. And so the Pivo will search and twist until it finds one or it gets angry. And then when you're all set and ready to go, push the button, invite guest. And then you have a couple of options. In my experience, it's easiest to push here and copy the link. And then I send it to you through Messenger that way.
Got it.
Because we have had issues where it doesn't want to connect right.
That's right, yeah.
If I
because I've had some people send it to me in text, and I definitely prefer it being sent to me in Facebook, because I that way I can be on my phone and on my computer at the same time. So because my phone, I can't tell this what to do, if you like, let's say,
yeah.
But on my computer I can have access. So that's how I would get, hold on.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
And then I click on it. Yep.
Yes. So once I've sent that and it looks like it's gone through, I can go back to the Pivo app and it will say invite and start because I've sent the meeting. And from there, it will say waiting for guests, and it will look like that until Karen or whoever's invited joins.
Perfect.
I will also say, too, to save on your battery and to try and prevent the app from crashing, close all of your applications other than Pivo and however you're sending the message, because that can also drain your battery and can cause issues.
Fair.
And then when you're done, you hop off and hit end, and that's it.
Perfect. Thank you, Amanda. And I always say kind of put it in the middle, because if you have a really long ring, you lose hearing too far away.
Yes. So I always say the most limiting factor is how good your headset is.
That's fair. Yes.
Because if your headset's only good for 15 feet or meters or whatever it is, then you can't use your whole arena.
I have a lot that put it in the dead middle near where Ruby's standing, which is fine.
Pivo recommends X.
Yes. And I have, with my upper level riders working on straightness and lateral, I have them put it on the side or on the end, and we just do what we can so I can see straightness better. Or either way, I just have them come to Pivo. But thank you so much, Amanda and Ruby.
Oh, yes. And the other thing that's important, too, is you have to take into account your environment and your horse's color.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
If you're riding outside and there's green grass around, don't wear a green shirt, because people will have a hard time seeing you. If your horse is brown, your tack is brown, don't wear brown, because you blend in, don't stand out. So Pivo uses AI to detect what's going on. And if you've got colors that mismatch or don't match, then it's easier for Pivo to know.
Speaking of, I always encourage people to wear dark clothes when they're showing, but I can't see jack when I'm coaching you. So I always encourage a lighter outfit so I can watch you riding as well.
Yeah.
And I have many that ride with multiple riders. That's where I need to know that you're going to have multiple riders, so I don't, I make sure I have my computer so I can override it and tell it which one to follow should it get lost. But my phone, I can't override. Yeah. It'll come pick you back up, but if you ride over to it. But yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. We're actually doing in person this week, obviously. Yeah.
She's so excited.
All right. That's our Pivo.